Hello trail dogs and welcome to the color red. Red is the color of Christmas. Red is the color of love. Red is also the color of a non too stable financial situation. In France, red is also the color of some pretty cool trails. My name is Gary, welcome to One by Bikes. One of the absolutely most excellently greatest things about mountain biking is the way it makes you feel. And it's not just about, whoa, I feel great, I'm on my bicycle, or it's not just about feeling, oh, well, anything really, I guess. It's the range of emotions. I'll try and explain that the best I can. Yep, you get that really calm, beautiful, okay, I'm cycling along down a country lane, the birds are singing in the trees, the sun is in the sky, I can smell the natural world around me, everything is brilliant, there's that kind of feeling. Then you get the exhilaration of doing something. You've dared to do it, you've done it, and you just feel fantastic. That is another feeling you get. You also get the feeling of disappointment where you ride past a jump that you know you can do. You ride past it again and again. I've got one at our local bike park, which I keep riding past, but I will get it. It's not big, it's just tricky, and I will get it. So there's that kind of disappointment you get. All of these feelings are all mixed into the experience of what is mountain biking. However, when we were in France, we went to a couple of the bike parks there. We went to Bresse and we went to Lac Blanc. Now, at Bresse, we only did the green trails and the blue trails. At Lac Blanc, I did one of the red trails, and that red trail is going to feature later on in this video. At Bresse, I think they had 6 trails there. A couple of blue, a green, 1 red, and 2 black. Now the blacks at Bresse were just crazy. We cycled one of the green, yeah, it was the green trail. There was a traverse across the hillside. That's straight into a traverse across the hillside, and the black trails kind of went down and through them, and just looking up, they just look crazy. In fact, I'll try and find some film of the black trails at Bresse.
C'est légèrement défoncé ici.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but they sure looked like the more serious side of absolutely petrifying. If being completely honest, those sorts of things, I would like to do them at some point in the future. Right now, the way my skill level is, my talents do not stretch that far. However, also at Le Bresse, there was a red run. It turns out the red run splits into two, and the red run went directly underneath the lift line. So as we were taking the lift up, we got to watch people riding down. A bit like the last table on A-Line at Whistler, where I've never been, so how the hell would I know? But so we got to see people tackling it. I'm thinking, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. But this was our first trip to a bike park while we were on holiday, and I didn't want to get injured, so I didn't do it. However, I thought, I've got film of people going down it, I can show it on our YouTube channel, and then got home and realized that I'd lost all of the film, so I had none of it. However, I went for a look on the internet and I found a young German guy called Der Trail Hunter, and he goes down the red run, which is called La Chausse. So we'll have a look at that, and I'll do some running commentary and tell you what I think I could have done and what would have been a ride around.
Okay, before we run the video, I'd just like to start by saying that both of these guys are way better than I am. Okay, so we start on the top run in. There's the blue on the left there.
What?
Okay, this is all fairly simple. That shark fin there, I would struggle with a bit. That one, not so much. I mean, it all looks pretty good fun. It's pretty rough, but it looks pretty good fun. That one I'd want to look at. That one I would probably just do. Yeah, the shark fins I'm not too sure about. They're not something I've got a load of experience with. That's a bit big. I mean, it all just looks great fun, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it is going to start getting hairier. There's that road gap there, which, I've got it in me, but at the same time, I'd want to have a look at it first. Now, this is all stuff that you can see from the lift line. You just see the chairlifts going up there. He must have said something because it went quiet. That drop I've got all day long. And it just looks brilliant. So much fun. Right, and I've watched this before. There's a traverse across here, and ooh, lands on his back wheel. There's a brown trouser moment. Oh, mud. I wouldn't be able to do that. There's a couple of bits down here that are they're beyond me. For the time being. The guy in Santa Cruz in front there he's one hell of a rider. Oh, mud again. Nope, no good for me. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, like that guy, I don't think I've got that in my bag of tricks. And that kind of chicken wire on wood wall ride in the wet, again, yeah, not sure about that. There's a road gap coming up here, which I mean I know I could do. All you need to do is just ride off it, but it's this bang. I mean we can all do that, but it's just looking at it.
Alter, ich hab diesen einen Sprung
terrifying.
danach nicht gemacht.
In all essence, all you
Mega
need to do is
gecased,
just
ey.
roll off the damn thing.
Ja, ich hab danach leicht gebremst. Ich sehe so dich springen, denk mir nur so, nein.
Du hast wahrscheinlich auch gesehen, wie ich so gepumpt
I
habe.
don't understand German.
Der kam übel unerwartet.
It is similar
Ich
to
hab den gar nicht auf dem
Swedish.
Schirm gehabt. Geil.
It's one of the Germanic languages. Well, German is one of the Germanic languages. Why don't you state the obvious? Swedish is also a Germanic language. There's some stuff I do understand and some stuff I don't.
Ah.
And this is the mud. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. Oh, look at that there. Foul.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. That seems to be just about the end of it now. Ooh, one-handed. Oh, that's one-handed seat grab. It's called something. I don't know what it's called.
Merci.
De rien. Yeah, next time we go back to La Bresse, I'm going to do that. That looks amazing.
So that was La Bresse Bike Park, and that was one of the red runs. That was the red run at La Bresse Bike Park. Now, we had a fantastic day while we were there. It was a little bit cold. In fact, while we were on holiday in France, it was a little bit cold and a little bit wet. But I left at La Bresse with a slight feeling of disappointment. I was disappointed that I didn't go down the red run. I know I can do it, but it's one of those things. You think about it, you don't know the trail at all, and it could be absolutely bonkers, hairy, crazy. You just don't know this. So you go around the corner, you go over a jump, and you land in hospital. Yeah, not a good thing on holiday. So left La Bresse with a feeling of disappointment. That was something that I was not going to let go by me at Lac Blanc. So on the chairlift up, I got talking to a Swiss guy, it turns out, who came to the area. I mean, the Vosges area of France is more or less the neighbouring place. On the other side of the mountains, you've got Switzerland. So you get lots of Swiss people coming across. A little bit further up the road, you've got Germany, you get lots of Germans there. We did actually meet this German couple at both La Bresse and then later on at Lac Blanc, and I think we ran into them somewhere else. Just all of a sudden this face waving, going, hello, hello, which was quite amusing. Anyway, got chatting to the Swiss guy, was asking him about the state of the trails, the blues, the greens, and then I asked him about the reds and the blacks. And he said, look, if it's your first time here, just stay away from the blacks. You'll get all the fun you need on the reds. And he recommended one called La Flow. So La Flow is what we're going to have a look at now. I will say it was very, very windy at the top of the hill. Once you get down off the top and you got into the forest, the trees sheltered you from the wind. But as there were two jumps at the top, both of which you could see from the lift line. There was like a cannon, which was entirely perpendicular to the wind. So you'd have gone off the cannon, you'd have been blown by the wind, and you'd have missed the landing, maybe. Then the trail went round and it did a 90-degree turn to a pretty cool step up. But that was face on into the wind. We'll see what happened there. Let's go have a look at La Flow on, where were we now? La Flow at Lac Blanc Bike Park.
I heard that in my ear.
You did hear it in your... Miles, what do you think to the blue run then?
It's dead easy.
Dead easy. Good fun. You're gonna have to do that kind of North Shore, the raised bit. But I turned the camera on here because I just wanted to show you that. That's amazing. And for once, it's not completely covered in clouds and rain. Free. Oh. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to have a go at Flow. It's a red, and I think you can see it from the lift line. So it's got that step up. Ooh, God, that's, yeah, it's steepsies. God, it's windy, and that bit's exposed. Ooh, front wheel case. That wasn't fun. The hell is wrong with my brakes? I've just changed out. That drop is doable. Maybe do that next time. That's a bit of a no. Well, it's my first French red, so American single black. And it's alright so far. That jump at the top though is pretty good. Yeah, there's something I've got to look at my brakes. Something not right. Oh, smiley face this way. I don't know what the other way was. Okay. It's quite grippy. This is where I say it's quite grippy, and then wait, I run out of traction, and when I run out of traction I usually run out of talent. The two of them seem to go hand in hand. Whew. Right, 3 more stages. I'm liking this though. Really want to get that jump at the top, and then maybe that step down as well, or drop. Trying to think what this is like at home, and I can't think. God, my brakes. Braking bumps, and I'm adding to them. I'm getting all sorts of muck in my shoes as well, and I nearly castrated myself there. The saddle just hooked underneath and nearly tore them off. That would not have been fun. Ah, getting arm pump as well. And I'm getting so much amount of dirt and muck thrown into my shoes. Maybe some longer socks. No, because then I still get slung in longer trousers. But yeah, I'm going to say so far this is the most fun, the best trail I've ridden here in France. Ah, sore arms, but I'm too afraid to get off the brakes. There's a jump there which people have been doing straight into all sorts of, where am I going? Down the, ah right, okay, I know where we are now. Oh, I'm being followed by someone. Well, hopefully it's not outrageously fast. I'll try speed up a bit. No, for sake. It's either I've got... Ah, right, so that comes down to there. And then we're up there, so this is back onto the blue. Oh, for heaven's sake, man. Sounds like someone's behind me. Nope.
So that was my first experience on a French red trail. Not as gnarly as the black ones, I'm sure you'll agree, but still pretty good fun. I mean, not as many jumps as I would have liked, but that was challenging. Challenging enough to be interesting without being absolutely terrifying. Now, the two jumps at the start. The first one, if I show you here, you can see how strong the wind was. If you look at the trees moving there, and then as you turn the corner into your 90 degree to go up for that step up, the wind basically just hit you straight in the chest, hence the front wheel case. Not life-threatening, but just did not feel good. I was sure I had the speed, got myself up into the air, got a big blast of wind in the chest, and yeah, didn't clear it. And then after that, there's a step down. That I think will take a bit more bravery. So you're flying around the corner, hit the step up, pump the landing, maybe a couple of pedal strokes, and then there's a big pull and a step down. That is definitely for a future video. So when we go back to France next year, redemption will be had. Talking of redemption, actually not talking of redemption at all, on something completely different. If you're enjoying these videos, drop us a like. The button is just down there. All you need to do is migrate your mouse down a little bit, click on the like. It helps us immensely. You could consider subscribing. You could leave a comment. If you know someone who would be interested also in the same sort of content, let them know. Help us grow this channel. I'll still continue making them, but the more people that are involved, the more people that are writing comments, the more people are liking, the better it is for us. It's encouragement. It's like voting for politicians. Politicians love for you to vote, especially if you're voting for them. Vote for us by smashing the subscribe, by smashing the like button. Right then, now that I've finished the shameless, actually full of shame, I'm full of shame and contrition. Do the right thing though. Anyway, back to the video. That's the first run down. Let's have a look at the second run. It was still as windy, but been down it once and I was fairly sure I could get the speed to clear the step up. Let's have a look. Miles enjoyed the jet as much as we did. Right, is anyone coming down here?
Yes, I think so. Yes, I see.
I think we caught them last time and I don't think he did. He's not going to do that jump anyway. Maybe that one? No, come on. Piste difficile. Right, I've just let some guy go past me. He was pretty fast, but he didn't hit that step up. But I mean, it's a... And I'm sorry about my brakes. I need to adjust them. God, it's windy.
Now, those of you familiar with GoPros will know that that's a battery dying situation. It was the last battery. And what I did manage to capture was obviously a case. So, battery died, case, two wrongs do not make a right. Unfortunately, that was all we had for this trip. Redemption is needed. We will go back to that same bike park and I will hit everything on there, including that really looking sketchy kind of rock ledge drop on the Blue Trail of all things. So that's the end of this film. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please give us a like if you have liked it. Please subscribe if you want to subscribe. Tell a friend, do all of that good stuff. It will be brilliant for us if you do. Do we need to say anything else? Oh yeah, just in case you forgot, one buy is one more better, innit? Oh, one more thing. Just as we rolled out of the bike park, the weather rolled in. Check out this for a drive home.